So I welcome you on behalf of Platinum Global Solutions to our series of online interview session. And we are proud to have you as our keynote speaker at our upcoming conference, BPO and Shared Services Excellence. So thank you so much for taking out time from your busy schedule. And before we kickstart our interview session, Patricia, I would like to have a brief introduction about you, your professional career, and your area of expertise in which you are working. So Patricia, over to you.
Hi, very good morning and good afternoon to you. So as you already know that my name is Patricia Francis. I'm actually a chartered accountant by profession and currently heading the Sanofi Business Services Kuala Lumpur Center. So I have with me more than about 20 years of strategic and operations expertise across global shared services industry and also functional consulting and also various industries and intercultural environments throughout my tenure across 500 Fortune companies. Yeah, I have been responsible currently for the overall organizational setup, talent strategy, and delivery of Sanofi Business Services KL Center to support China, Asia, JPAC, and Greater Gulf at the moment. And I'm also committed to driving high performance culture, robust talent strategy, and people development through structured career development training and whatnot. And so currently I am actually a fellow member of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants UK and an active member of Malaysian Institute of Accountants. And it's a pleasure for me to be invited as a panel speaker and also keynote speaker for the event. Thank you for having me.
That's impressive. So, Patricia, let's move on to our first question. So tell me, what do you think about the ongoing global pandemic situation and what's your take on its impact on global business services worldwide?
All right. So I believe that, with the global pandemic, it has definitely changed our experiences as customers, employees, citizens, and also humans at large in terms of our attitudes and behavior. And the crisis fundamentally, it has actually changed the structural changes across GBS industry. But what I would say that in a nutshell, what in a positive way, it has actually impacted us in hastening the digitization and automation initiative across GBS. What people did not do or was not open to do in the past, like running our operations remotely, has now been made possible in an instance, especially when the global pandemic hit us and we had no way to actually return to our office and we had to kick off our business continuity processes remotely. And so I would say that it has actually benefited us at large.
Okay, great. So quite thoughtful. So Patricia, according to your experience, please briefly explain the current situation of BPO industry and what's your forecast related to this?
In terms of the global business services industry, I would say that what the pandemic has actually caused us to do or taught us to think differently is to look at running our operations without basing out of one particular location. So it has become location agnostic. And so what that has actually got us to do is to continue rolling out our target operating model, standard global methodologies and processes across the globe. And this has also speeded up our automation initiatives as a result of the pandemic. So I would say what it has actually caused us to do is to hasten, as I mentioned in the earlier, where we are actually able to relook into space utilization and to bring in technology in a closer way. And I would say it has probably reduced our footprint in terms of digitization of what we thought could be achieved in 5 to 10 years' time. We could actually do it now. So I would say what we need to focus on is to actually focus on building capabilities and talents across our organization to be able to focus on digitization, automation, and also technology.
Wow, wonderful. So, Patricia, now as a company, what changes you have introduced in the overall operations and business strategies in these challenging times? And more importantly, how these changes are going to impact the future landscape of your company, Sanofi?
All right. Yeah, so for Sanofi, what we actually managed to do is to quickly reinvent the way we work. And so we have moved into a hybrid model, or rather looking at implementing a hybrid model. Currently, we are fully remote at the moment. And so for leaders and managers, we need to adapt ourselves into working and managing our teams in a hybrid model to be able to bring people together, although we are away from office, on a virtual mode in terms of team building, in terms of team collaboration, in terms of lab exercises, and also to be running our training on a remote basis. So that has actually quickly turned the way we actually run our events, run our trainings also remotely. What we've also done as an organization is to actually move away from face-to-face training and look into more virtual training. So with that, we have also rolled out a digital wellness platform and also a clan concept to drive participation, which has innovation on the background, where we also reward our employees using the platform. So employees can actually go in and choose whatever reward they prefer based on their participation in terms of our wellness program. Besides that, working virtually has also increased the level of mental stress and anxiety, because people are not able to meet their friends or basically let out their stress and also just converse on a normal basis. So with that, we have also rolled out an employee assistance program to allow our employees to call counselors and to be able to speak anonymously, so that they may not feel that their privacy is trespassed at this point in time. And so we have rolled out that program. Besides that, we've also looked into career path, because we also have been faced with a great attrition in the global business services industry. So what I've actually worked on in the beginning of the year along with our leaders is to actually roll out a strategic and structured career path where we allow our employees to grow both horizontally and vertically within the organization and within Sanofi as a group. So not just within the shared service, but we want to also ensure that our talents remain with us and grow with us as an organization. So we have introduced that, and we have published that to ensure that our employees are clear in terms of what they can expect and how they can grow with us. So alongside with that, we have also looked into flexible rewards, because everything is moving to hybrid. So we want to ensure that employees are given the choice to be able to pick and also mix and match the way they want to be rewarded, and also the way they want to be provided in terms of the company support. So like, for instance, we have like their medical and specialization provision being made, where they can actually choose how they want to use it and when they want to use it. Besides that, we have also implemented innovative talent management with exchange program across both shared service centers. However, due to COVID, we are faced with travel restrictions. So we are not able to initiate the program yet, where we are looking to send our talents from KL and also bring in talents from our Budapest center, and to help talents grow in that sense. And besides that, with the talent crunch, we have also implemented trainee on board program. And so that's actually a brainchild of myself, where we would bring in trainees and we groom them for a period of 1 year, because students predominantly, when they finish the studies, they may not be too focused in terms of what they want to do. And so with that, we are able to give them that flexibility to be able to see whether they would fit into a GBS environment, and also to be able to have some rotation within teams so that they can have a little bit more exposure. So in a nutshell, that's what we've done, along with other great programs. That's what I've been able to cover at the moment.
But that's very great. That's really good to hear that you guys are doing your best for your employees. So, Patricia, lastly, what are you expecting from this e-conference, and what our audience can expect from your presentation session?
All right, so in terms of the conference on the 15th of December, I'm really looking forward to be part of this thought-provoking and challenging discussion with other leaders in the fraternity, and also to be able to exchange latest trends, financial transformation, and also strategies in terms of how we can counter the challenges that we face as leaders in the JBS industry. In terms of my sharing, what I would be able to be doing within the conference is to actually share a case study on Sanofi in terms of how we are able to revive and thrive as we continue to motivate our workforce. So I would be sharing on the way we have actually motivated our workforce by reinventing the way we work, and also operate as an organization, where we also bagged a gold award within the business transformation space from SSON in October. So I would be proudly sharing what we have done as a leadership team, and hope that would actually benefit the participants.
Okay, great. So thank you so much, Patricia. Lastly, we would like you to say, please, few words about PGS.
All right. So I would say that firstly, I'm privileged to be part of this event. And also, I would encourage all of you who are listening to this interview to come in and join us on the e-commerce platform, and also all the events that is being hosted by this organization, because I think they have really interesting topics to share with interesting collaboration and keynote speakers who are actually well known in the industry. So with that, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Patricia, for your time, and it was a pleasure talking to you, and we look forward to have a great session from you.
Thank you. Thank you, Serena.
Thank you.